Hi Aquarius, how are you? How's things? I'm Eriu from Eriu Tarot Readings, and as always my lovelies, you're very welcome here to your reading, your life reading of January 2018. Hope you're all well, hope you're doing really good. So unfortunately I can't spend as much time on your video as I would like. I know some of the other videos I did for January were like running over an hour because I had the pleasure of having time to do them, and now I'm kind of under the hammer with regards to time, so I'm so sorry. But I promise yourself and Gemini and Aries that you'll be the first lot into February. I'll do lovely nice long readings for you, okay? But I'm going to cover everything. I just might be talking very fast, okay? So keep up with my energy. To my old subscribers, thank you so much for being patient with me and giving me time to kind of heal spiritually the end of last year. It was much needed. I feel much better, and thank you again. So this is us in a new year, yeah? To my new subscribers, you're very welcome here. Welcome to this tuha. This is your tribe, and everyone's welcome here. There's no judgment here. We accept everyone. We just don't really accept negativity, if I'm honest. Constructive criticism, always. That's very good. But like, negativity for the sake of it? Nah, we don't do that. We don't do that here. Optimistic realists, that's what we are. So if this doesn't resonate with you, which I will tell you now, Aquarius, if you're new to my channel, it won't. You've tuned in thinking, oh wait a minute, but I want to see a reading that makes sense to me. It won't fully make sense to you because it's a general reading and thousands of views. These videos get thousands of views, so it's a case that more than likely it won't. Now take from it what you will. Don't push things if they don't apply to you. Don't throw them on. Don't do that. If it makes sense, even if just one line I say in this reading makes sense, and that was for you. Now do check out your moon and your rising signs as well, because sometimes they just resonate a little bit more. And and I do that as well. I watch videos that have my moon sign in them because I connect very strongly to my Leo moon, so do check it out. I am a Gemini rising, and so I'm going to get very chatty very quickly, so keep up with my energy. Okay, so we're going to do career, finances, family and friends, love for singles and love for couples. Okay, I'm going to take one card from the traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite, to do your career and or study, by the way, can I just say. And I'm going to clarify my lovely angel tarot cards here. Now, to be honest, I've shuffled all this to death before I got on here to record your video. So I feel like I don't really need to shuffle, like especially these. I shuffle these to death. I'll pick two cards randomly. Aquarius, what would you like? This one? This one looks a bit sassy. I like this one. Oh, wait, the top one. Yes, okay. Now, as I said, career and or study or business. All right, so let's have a look. Oh, Knight of Pentacles, nice. So Knights are the messengers of the deck. They have something to deliver. They have, a lot of times they have a message to deliver. But in this instance, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. A little bit quieter energy. We've got earth elements here, Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn. And we know that they're slightly more, to generalize, if we must, they're slightly more reserved signs. Not that kind of forthright with, not verbal communication, but kind of information, I guess. They process things internally and then make decisions on things. Now, this particular knight, as I always say, is the slowest knight in the entire deck. And this knight has something to give. And he has a lovely pentacle. Now, what are we not seeing here? He's on a horse. Horse is a mode of transport. What's not happening? Horsepower. He's not going anywhere. And that's because this particular knight likes to stop, survey the land, and then make his decision on where he's going to go. I say he, it could be she, it doesn't matter. This is your energy though for the month of January, Aquarius. For whatever venture you're going into, I feel like some of you want to maybe invest a little bit of money. This is your little money, and I say little, it's not huge amounts, but you're considering where to put it. You're like, what will I actually do with this? Will I spend it? Will I invest it? What will I do? And so this is really good energy for you to, especially if you're considering these sort of things, like what building society will I go to? What bank will I go to? Am I going to get the most out of this one, or am I going to get the most out of this one? And so you're making very good decisions, but more importantly your practices in order to gain an answer to your decision or an answer to your questions is very good. So I like this energy so far. Don't be too put off with the fact that this guy takes his time. If you need to take your time with your finances over the course, oh, why do I keep saying finances? Where did I jump from career to finances? I'm sorry guys, and this must be your finance one. I never do that. Guys, sorry, this is your finance one came first. I'm so sorry, because that was completely like straight out of me, that I had no moment to overthink exactly what was coming through. So please take this as your finance one. Immediately I was like, I knew. God, okay, shall we roll with it? That's how we do things here. We're going to roll with it. This is your finance one, onto your career one next. And I wasn't just saying that because of the pentacle. I immediately was like bang, bang, bang into that. So let's see what's going on. 7 of fire and 10 of earth. Okay, so practicalities again. So 7 of fire to clarify. Defend your belief and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. 10 of earth. A very happy family life. Financial security. Okay, so that, look, this just makes sense. Okay, I might have a structure, but if the cards and spirit want me to do something different, then that's how we're going to do it. Finding magic in the little things in life. Okay, so let's look at this, for instance. Why are you stopping? Or why are you taking your time? Actually, I just feel like he's completely stopped. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me have a look. Why are you taking your time and stopping? 7 of fire. Defend your belief and decisions. Choose your battles wisely. So whatever it is that you're struggling with your finances, or maybe it's a case that, as I said, you're investing, you're not quite sure where to go. Or some of you are saying, look, I need to be really frugal this month. Like I have to, like for Gemini just did, they had to scale whale back. They had the Knight of Wands coming in. And you have the 7 of fire. Now this is about struggling with something and having some sort of war or argument. So some of you may be arguing about finances within the family life or just with other people in general. Or this could be a case that... Some people don't agree with where you're putting your money. Right, let me say that unless they're like your spouse or, you know, you have some sort of contract with them or marital contract, what I'll say is it's none of their damn business. There's some people in your ear that are saying, why would you buy that? Why are you spending your money on that? And that's kind of making you go, because this is mine and I can do what I want. Ignore them. Jesus, what are they even talking about? It's none of their business. My God. And for others of you, you're having maybe arguments about money, about where to put money, and you're not moving with the Knight of Pentacles because you're saying, look, stop, right? We need to stop. We need to think about what we're doing with this. That's kind of a couple singles thing there. And you've got the 10 of earth here. So very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So whatever this is saying for you, whatever kind of environment you're in, that you're kind of, it's making you stop with your finances and rethink, or maybe stop you from spending on something certain that you really, really like. This is saying, like, take your time. Don't rush into this. If some of you have a fleeting moment because you're like, I'm just going to get that if I want to get that, it's none of your damn business. That's true. It may not be anyone's business, but for you, looking back in retrospect, it might be good if you just hold back. Hold your pentacle. Let time kind of flow. And I think it's more of a case for you to see if that's actually, this is where you want to go with it. Where you want to bring your money, because it may not be. But it's all good in the hood anyway. You've got the 10 of earth, which is, traditionally, it's like my happy home card. And it's like my happily ever after card. And it means that all areas of your life are good. So whatever happens here, whatever decision you make, whoever you feel like you're up against with your finances, you're struggling or having arguments with, this is saying it's all good anyway, because you're making the right decisions. But it's up to you. If it's your spouse or someone, I kind of think you know that you can't really trust them with the money sitch at the moment. Oh, easy. I think that might be it. You might have to be the financial controller in the family for a little while, Aquarius, because you can make those decisions. Okay, now we'll go on to careers. Let's do it backwards. Oh, the fun. Let's take this one. Why not? Let's have a look at you. Career for Aquarius. Now, let's see how you get on. If you see me move back and forth without my shadow on the wall, that's me, hello. It's because my camera only records 12 minutes at a time, so I have to go back and forth to it. It's kind of annoying, kind of ruins my flow, but anyway, we'll persevere. Life is so hard, isn't it? And it just career for Aquarius, January 2018. How are you getting on? 7 of Pentacles, lovely. Okay, so you're really kind of stopping and taking stock of what's been going on for you lately, or how your last year at least has been, or at least your last 7 months, Aquarius. So you're looking back and you're thinking, okay, what have I built up over the last few months to a year? have I really hit those goals and objectives that I wanted to hit? And actually you have. Now, it may have come in different forms for you, but you definitely have. You have a wealth behind you. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean actual physical wealth, currency, money. It might not be that. For some of you, it might be. Some of you have actually just gained a lot of money over the last while and you're due to your job. So you're doing quite well. Or if you're in a new position or have just gained a new position, you're doing quite well because you're on a higher salary. Now, but I feel more so this is about how you are elevating yourself in the business world or study world or career world. And you're looking back and thinking, have I done enough? Is this enough? I could be doing more. I could really be doing more. The thing is, Aquarius, you can always be doing more. But what is it that you really find fulfillment in? Because you could keep doing it and doing something, gathering and keep going and going. And you realise, oh, Jesus, I'm actually not happy in this at all. But I think this is lovely. This feels more solid to me. It's just that your caution there and this questioning of whether or not you should do more, or maybe you could have done more, is kind of on your mind. So let's clarify. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. 3 of Earth and King of Water. Look at this, beautiful. Sorry, I'm just getting sucked into these cards because they're so lovely. Now, 3 of Earth is the 3 of Pentacles in traditional Tarot, and the King of Water is the King of Cups in traditional Tarot. So he governs, or they govern Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So let's take a look at your 3 of Earth first of all. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. Hello, this corresponds exactly with your 7 of Pentacles. But not only that, it's saying that you're acknowledging what you've built over time, and that's good. But a lot of you feel like you're still building. But it's important to know how far you've come now. So if you do still feel like you're in the early stages of career or money, or there I go again, what is up with me, money? Are you guys okay with money? Because I just keep reverting back to finances. It's saying that if you still feel like you're in the early stages of study or a business venture or anything like that, please recognize how far you've come thus far. And if you do want to further yourself, which I feel like a lot of you do because you're 7 right now, you're not exactly, you're past the midway point, but you're not exactly at the 10 yet. It's not finalised, nothing's finalised yet, and there's no completions. And for some of you, it's about contracts as well, gathering contracts, I can hear that now, gathering contracts and needing to sign them, but they're further down the line. That's what I'm hearing. They're not there just yet. I know you're thinking of them, but not yet. You've got to think about where you are now and how much you've done thus far, because it's really important for you. Now, King of Water energy is someone who is trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. Okay, so let's take that quite literally, like charity work. You may be involved with someone, or you're contemplating being involved in charity work with someone, and this is the person that you think or that you may meet to do that charity work. I'm going to take that really literally. But for some of you as well, I think it's a case that you might have this kind of King of Water energy person around you, and I think they're going to give you a better perspective on what you've actually done. Now, Aquarius, we know you're air, but you got a little bit of that water floating through you. And so I think a lot of you attract water signs, so don't you? A lot of you attract Scorpios as well, I find. A lot. And so this is just gathering yourself or getting words. This is about you getting people around you or certain people and them helping you to acknowledge how far you've come. And if you need to go further, trust in their judgment, because even though they're King of Water, even though they're water energy and they're healing and they're calming and they're all that sort of thing, they're actually really great at writing out life paths and making a decision step by step by step. And it is almost kind of like an earth-like energy, but they just seem to bring a little bit more thought and love into it, I think. Interesting. But you're actually doing well, so I don't know what the story is, which is now. Let's check out your family and friends. Family and friends. Family and friends. How are the relations? How are you getting on with people? I just heard someone go, yeah, I'm alright, yeah. It's okay, it's all good, yeah. Nothing major. Nothing major, that's always good. Oh, God. I just heard someone's being stuck in the mud, though. It's stuck in the mud. Who's that? Who is no fun lately, Aquarius? Okay. Random. What do we want? You and you. I was saying in another video, some tarot readers like to kind of see the cards and then record. Because I like to feel more prepared, but I just like this off the cuff craziness. Let's see how you get on. Relations, family and friends in January 2018. Ooh, lovely. Ace of Pentacles. So you got something going on with your pentacles. What's going on with your pentacles? You're very grounded this month, Aquarius. Whether you feel it or not, you actually are. I think you're starting to feel like the ground beneath your feet is a little bit more solid. You feel a little bit more solid than you have in the last few months, and that's really great. Now, what's coming in for you is a new opportunity with regards to family or friends. Maybe some of you have not been here on the level with a few family or friends, and now it's a case that somebody's coming back, and if they're not coming back, they were always kind of there, but there may have been friction. They're offering this divine hand to you, and this is divine. Ace of Pentacles. Aces are new beginnings and new opportunities, and this can be practically, and this can be money. If we want to say that, sure, we can say that. But because it's family and friends, this is someone extending the olive branch to you and saying, like, this is my token of friendship to you. And I'm really sorry with what may have happened, but I really want to get back to us. Can we be friends again? Can we be good brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, whoever? Can we try and do this? And I think that's really lovely. I feel like it might be you, but it could be someone else as well. But I feel like you're kind of doing this. Little bit there, giving you the other hand. Let's see. Oh, wow. So you have Eight of Water, desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. And also the Sun, Archangel Uriel, how beautiful. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. So this is this can be my Leo or Sagittarius card. So for some of you, this may be involved with, or even an Aries, because we're talking about sun, we're talking about heat and fire, and that could very well be an Aries, but they're just guidelines, guys. It could be someone completely different. But for now, it could be Leo and Sag and Aries. And Eight of Water. So let's have a look. A desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful and spiritual. So whoever's coming in and is offering this olive branch to you, Aquarius, this is saying you might be like, no, I'm okay, actually, I'm done. No, really, I'm good. Like, I'm emotionally well. I'm okay. See ya. Bye. And now I have to say, I do feel like this is a very honest offer. I really do. I don't feel like it's a tail between the legs crawling back to you sort of thing. I think this is someone that just may have fucked up. And you're going, oh, I don't give a fuck. Bye. Bye. I'm content as it is. Thank you. I have emotional growth. Bye. And for some of you, if that's what you need to do, go do it. For others of you that this could be you extending the hand, we're going to flip the story now the other way around. This could be that the other person is saying, no, really, I'm good. And it could be with this Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. It could be. They might be floating away saying, no, I'm okay. Oh, I've got enough emotional wealth in me. I'm really good. I don't need your emotional wealth. But for those, I feel like more so this is someone extending the hand to you. And you're like, I'm good. And because of that, then you're like, I really don't need them. I thought I used to need them, but I don't need them. And there's definitely not even just emotional growth, there's spiritual growth in that, and that's fantastic. And you come into this sun energy, it's like it's a happy outcome. Now it's not going to be overzealous and be like, yes, I got rid of them, hooray, party. It's not like that. It's more of a case that you're just really happy and content in yourself. And look, this is you, Archangel Uriel, standing on top of that log. I want to say log. It's a wall. A pillar off a wall, if you would. This is the thing. Oh, one of the arms off my glasses broke the other night, and so I'm like this one-arm bandit with my glasses, so I don't wear them. I just swear to God, everything is just that little bit more soft and blurry and hazy, so I have to pull these things right up to my face. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's lovely, and it's a new kind of opportunity as well for you to kind of allow yourself to just walk in this I don't really care sort of vibe. And not that you don't care, but maybe before you may have indulged this person way too much than you needed to. And now you're just sitting pretty and you're looking at the sunset and you're like, I'm on my own. I don't need you. Actually, do you know what? I never did. Thanks very much. Bye. Who are you saying goodbye to, Aquarius? Or who are you just... Actually, do you know what? It's not even that you're saying goodbye. This has already happened. just feel like someone fucked up. Yep. Now, to my new subscribers, if you don't already know, I do swear the odd time. But look, let's not be offended by that. Let's be offended by poverty and abuse and war. Let's be offended by all these things rather than a 4-letter word that rhymes with puck, right? That's my theory. But if you don't like it anyway, look, just hold on and see. You might get a message here anyway, doesn't it? You know? It's all love anyway. And this is in particular because this is Aquarius. Love singles. My single Pringles. Oh, easy. It's a problem when you have short fingers. Can't grab these cards. Alright. Let's just throw some out there. Kapow. Then I'll clarify with just one of the tarot cards. That's it. These cards are pretty self-explanatory and they're lovely. I love these cards. I just adore them. So these ones have like a silver trim and then these ones have a gold trim. Oh, I just love that. I think we'll be random again, will we, Aquarius? Pow. Did I actually get 3? I actually got 4 and 5. Let's have a look. How you getting on, singles? Let's have a look for your love. January 2018. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh Jesus. I'm sorry, Aquarius. Oh god. Oh, okay. This isn't bad. I'm just at my wit's end with this particular card, which is You Deserve Love. And I think I said it in the last video, I was like, this card is coming up for every single video and nearly every single person I do readings for. You deserve love. There's something going on the month of January. I don't know what it is, but we're all feeling a little bit low in the old love tank and we need a bit more self-confidence and love. And and I didn't say it this time because I didn't think of it. I thought, you know, I didn't think I'd need to say it because it wasn't in the last one. And this exact position, singles, I kid you not, this exact position. And I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but maybe there's just a really big community of people that need to hear this. So you deserve love. You are lovable. God, I've said this so many times. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Interesting, I have not had this one yet. And reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Oh, who could it be? We'll explore. Right, let's look at You Deserve Love. I'm like a parrot here. So You Deserve Love. So for a lot of you at the moment, it could be because of what's, you know, all the crazy shenanigans in December. We were all out with people, we were socialising, we're there, we're here, everywhere. And some of you may have seen a few people, may not. But you know you're enjoying yourself and you were in good company all the time. And then January comes and it's no surprise that we call it January blues, because maybe for some of you, you have had the blues over January. It's just the case that your self-worth may be feeling a little bit low, or maybe you're feeling like love is actually letting you down, or I just heard, you've kind of stopped believing in it a little bit. And it's such a freaking shame. I know, like modern day dating is so hard. And dating apps suck, right? They suck. They don't work. It's sorry, I'm going off on a little rant here about them, but they're so impersonal, and the whole point of connecting is to be personal, right? And You Deserve Love, it's saying like, look, you may feel like all those avenues that you may have exhausted or just not into, it's affected your self-worth, and maybe you're a little bit low in the old love tank. And this is saying, wherever you are mentally and emotionally and even spiritually in your love life at the moment, this is saying like, take a bit of time for yourself to build yourself back up. And I was about to say, don't use external environments to do that. I think this is just like, give back to yourself a bit more, Aquarius. If you've had the run around from a few people over the last year or two and you're like, I am sick to death of men or women, doesn't matter what gender you are, because I read for both here, like I don't discriminate. And maybe both of you are just absolutely sick of getting the runaround. And this is saying, do you know what? You're dead right. Forget about that. Give yourself a little bit more love. Take time for yourself. Do the things that you love, even though nobody else may like them. Doesn't matter, because it's about you and giving back to yourself. And in time then, because I've now seen it so many times, I always think this is Sagittarius card because the bow and arrows, classic imagery. And this is about you saying like, do you know, when I'm ready and when I really want someone that I know deserves me, then I'll point my arrow at them and then I'll decide. You're kind of on lockdown a little bit here. I know you've got your eye out on a few people, Aquarius. You're like, oh. You're okay. Arrow, you're okay. Arrow, oh, you're all right. Arrow, oh, you're not too bad. But I think that's as far as it will go with you, because this is saying to you, give back to yourself. Forget about everyone else. Not this time, not January. Let's clarify. 3 of Cups, yes. All right, so I'm happy this is here because we've discussed what cup energy is. 3s, beautiful unity. This is about people coming together and celebrating. For me, it's about actually having a very strong female support system and network. And if so, this as I said will go with either male or female, because there's guys out there that just get along better with girls, and girls out there just get along better with guys. For me, normally it's about having a female network, but translate it into your life, I guess, if it's the case that you also have a very strong male network. And this is about them celebrating you and just being like, do you know what? Yeah, forget everyone else. Come with us. We love you. We want to give you love and celebrate that. We want to celebrate you and who you are in your entirety, because technically, really, you don't need anyone else, because you're enough. Like, you are enough, Aquarius. And this is about saying people around you who see that in you and celebrating that love for you, with you. Whew, yeah. Yeah. It's about giving your love to the right people. It's about pointing that bow and arrow to the right people, Aquarius. Not the ones that you may have been pointed the wrong one at. Oh, no. Now, your middle card is codependency. So, when we're giving back to ourselves, I'm going to be honest with you, you feel like a little bit of a loner at the start of January. A little bit of a loner in January. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Really quick, sorry. Some of you may be out somewhere socialising and you see someone you have your eye on. Or it's someone you have your eye on, but you only see them when you're out at certain times or at certain locations and bars and pubs and all that. That's where you're going to see them. But I don't feel like anything else is coming from that, to be honest. I think you give back to yourself. I think you need to give back to yourself, actually. And then what you have is codependency. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. Right, okay. Some of you may have experienced codependency in the past. Either it was you or a partner. Now, it's interesting because it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. I just said you're going to be out with people that you love. Maybe Aquarius, maybe the shenanigans get a bit too much as well in January. Could also be contributing to January blues. Could be. You know, alcohol does have that effect. I'm not saying you all are. I'm not saying even, I don't know what you're up to on a Friday or Saturday night, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying that that's there for you. It's saying that this is actually affecting your love life. So maybe we got addictions, and we can be very general about that. Alcohol, drugs, I mean, we can be very general and talk about that. Or it also could be about how you actually are in love. And what you're noticing in this time of being by yourself and knowing that you're enough is that maybe at times you have been codependent. And maybe at times actually, rather than having an addiction to say drugs or alcohol or anything like that, it could be a case that you're addicted to a certain type of person, or you're addicted to a certain way of loving or being in a relationship. And I think this is about you sitting back and realising that that's actually something you need to work on. And this is kind of shining a light on this. Let's have a look. Yeah. Major Arcana of the Lovers. Here we are. Gemini. Well, some of you may have been involved with a Gemini. Some of you may have been in a long-term relationship with a Gemini. Even 5 to 10 years. Even 11 or 12 years. Doesn't have to be Gemini now, just because Gemini rules the Lovers card. And this is saying maybe you're looking back on those past relationships with that particular person and going, Jesus, I know I may have blamed them for some things, but I do that. I do that in relationships. Oh, fuck, do I? Yeah, God, I do. And then it's like really reflecting on that and realising that maybe there's certain patterns that you hold within relationships, or at least like romantic encounters. And I feel like you're deciding to start to neglect that now. Like, not neglect it as in like push it under the rug, but you're saying, I don't really want to do that way anymore. I don't want to be that way anymore if that's how I come across. Or maybe they were codependent with you and you're like, I don't want to attract that sort of person anymore. What am I putting out there that seems to be attracting this sort of person? Now it's interesting as well because then you have reconciliation here. So it's always that classic thing, Aquarius, where you're doing well, work is good, finance is good, family and friends are good, and you're doing well, and then you're like, you know, you're having a lovely like Diana Ross, I'm coming up moment. You're like, I'm coming up. And you're walking in the street and then all of a sudden like you hear the scratch of the record because your ex messages you. Or you get a message off someone and you're like, I don't believe it. What the and then you're on to your friend, you're like, you'll never guess who just said. And then you do a screenshot and you're like, look what they just said. You know, it's like, oh, it's typical, isn't it? It's typical. Now, reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. It may be this lover or it may not be. It may be someone that you've kind of had encounters with, but nothing ever really happened with, that you were really fed up with. And I feel like it's someone that you were fed up with. You're just like, oh God, seriously, get your shit together. Let's clarify. 4 of Wands could be a fire sign. Just an easy guideline for me to give you guys. This is my happy home card. So whoever this is, I don't really actually feel like this is, I mean, this can be interpreted many ways, but this is what I honestly feel. I feel like this is you here. Regardless if you're male or female, you're like taking a deep breath in, really enjoying the moment. As I said, life is good. You're walking down the street, you got a little bit of pep in your step and life is great. And then all of someone says like, hey, over your shoulder. Hey, what are you doing? Hey stranger, it's been so long. And you're like, oh, what was that? This for me feels like a projection from the other person. Whoever this person is, maybe looking for this 4 of Wands happy home card with you. Maybe looking for like that, to create this sort of life with you. They might have this in the back of their heads. I just heard Taurus for some of you. If you're Taurus, if you've got a Taurus or Virgo coming back, be careful of that. This feels very, like look at my hands, they're like, hey, this doesn't feel, not that it's not legit, but it just feels like they just thought about this and they're like, oh, I might like that with them. Hello, think about this a bit more. Why are we not talking now? There's a reason for it. So this is like a projection. They're projecting this onto you because they might want this. And oh my God, I'm just hearing all the earth signs now. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, but that's what I'm hearing. Taurus, Capricorn. So they might want this particular thing. It's not to say that they might want you. They just might want this. And they think you're the best person for the job. Sorry, not a good enough deal, is it, Aquarius? Nope. That's not a good enough deal. It's like, hell no. And as I say now in my reading, because I think this makes a lot of sense. If a love interest came to you in a business style, right, business matter, came into you, had an interview with you, and then said, okay, it seems like we seem to get along quite well, that's great, but here's what I would like to offer to you if I was with you or in a relationship with you. And they said some certain things to you like, I don't really think you're my soulmate or that I love you that much, but I really think you'd be a good provider. And even though I don't love you that much, I think you could create a happy home. And even though I might not love you as much as I would like to, I'd be happy with all of our material goods. I'm sorry. What? Would you take that deal, Aquarius? Absolutely fucking not. You would not. And that's the way I want you to view your romantic encounters from now on. Is this a good enough deal for me? Now, I mean, we can run away with ourselves, be at the other end of the spectrum and say, you know, we kind of go overboard. You know, I want this and I want that. Don't go too far with it, as we all know. That's not healthy. But like, if someone actually came to you with a decent deal, was like, I'm a caring, kind person. I would like to be kind and caring towards you. I'd like to take care of you whenever you needed me, if you needed me. I do promise to love you eternally. And even when you annoy me, I won't even shout back. I'll actually just walk away because that's what you'll need. You'd be like, oh, that sounds all right. I might take you up on that love offer. View your relationships and romantic encounters as business deals. Is it a good enough deal for you? If not, say no. Okay, I'm going to be random here as well. Woo. Now, this is for couples. Hello, my lovely Aquarius couples. How are you getting on? Please excuse that previous rant that I just had with singles. I feel like they just needed a little bit of a pick-me-up because I feel like they are just fed up with love. Well, hopefully, now you're not fed up with love. I hope not. And we'll do one to clarify as well. And I'll be random again. Because this is just fun for me. Alright, how are we getting on? Oh, who had retreat now? Gemini had this as well. Maybe some of you are seeing a Gemini. Who knows? Anyway, you have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so what's going on with the love here, Aquarius? Retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. For me, it's about the couple themselves disconnecting from the world. As I said in other videos, I like to see double imagery. I like to see two people together. It doesn't matter if it's male, female, male, male, female, female. I don't care. I just want to see a happy couple, or at least a couple together. That shows to me that they're both present and they're both engaged in what's going on and they're involved and invested in the relationship. Now, what concerns me now is when we have the other half not here. So something's going on maybe a little bit more with you, Gemini, than your other half. Might be the other way around, but I feel like it might be you. I just called you Gemini. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. Because I said Gemini had this. Whew. I feel like for some of you, it might not be all for all of you, but some of you may be actually considering being involved in counselling with your other half. You may feel like things have gotten to not such an extreme, but maybe there's just such a rift between you at the moment that the only way to do it is to bring in a third party. So this retreat is actually both of you agreeing on this and pushing against external influences and saying we need to actually focus on ourselves. Retreat doesn't mean just completely getting away. It can mean that, but I feel like for some of you this is considering an alternative to maybe what's going on. Maybe your connection or your communication isn't as good as it used to be, Aquarius, and it's a long time coming. Whatever this is a long time coming, especially the method and the procedure in which you're trying to solve the issue. Let's have a look. Yes, Ace of Swords, this is your energy. It's a new beginning and it's a new opportunity for you to actually speak your truth. So for some of you, if you're having dialogue and communicative issues with your partner, this is saying that if you retreat or you're considering going to counselling or looking elsewhere or bringing in a third party to help you with this, then this is saying yes, absolutely do it, because it's going to cut away at all the bullshit that you both don't need, and it's going to bring to light things that maybe you didn't know about your partner and that they didn't know about you. But more importantly, you get to speak your truth in this. And maybe some of you haven't been doing that the last while. I keep hearing like 13 months, 13 years, which is very drastic in time difference, but I'm hearing 13. Regardless of time, whatever this time is for you, whatever it means for you, this is saying it's time for you to speak. But you're going to be victorious in it. See, we have the wreath up here. Well, it's a wreath, but it's kind of open down, and you've a crown as well. This is going to a higher conscious level, because now you're informing yourself of what's really going on. Is it tough? Is this card, Ace of Swords, a bit harsh? Absolutely. But would you not rather know the facts, which I think you do as an Aquarius? You'd rather know the facts and where to go from there and make really good educated decisions than pretend like it's not happening anymore. So we can take this card quite literally. Religious factors, upbringing and spiritual path. Your love life is being influenced by this. So we could say, okay, your partner has one religious or spiritual path, maybe more so institutionalized, and then you have another one. It could be that it's quite diverse. It could be that it's so contrasting it's very hard to merge the two together, or that it's very hard to even gather the families together, that it's just a little bit tricky for you. And at other times it feels like you're from different worlds. But I'd rather look at it this way, is that your spiritual path may differ to your actual partners. And by that I mean your So we all have life paths, right? But spiritual paths is that your spiritual growth is that you may be a little bit more elevated vibrationally than maybe your partner is, or the other way around. I feel like it's more so though for you, Aquarius. You're the one that's a little bit more spiritually awakened, and it's your partner that may not be. As I said, could be the other way around. We're going to roll with this for now. So if that's the case, it's causing friction. You're finding it tough to communicate because you're thinking like, why can't they just see this? This is very obvious. Why don't they know? And then your partner's saying, but how do you see this? Like, are you just you're just bringing this up for the sake of having an argument. It's just having an argument for the sake of having an argument. If they are the one that's not that spiritually awakened, it's very tough for them to see the entire picture. You could be really at benefit in that sort of instance. That you have that ability. And they struggle with this. As much as you struggle with them, they struggle with you. And so it's about, I think this is more so, if this is you, just say we're going to pertain this card to you being a bit more spiritually awakened. It's no chance, it's not coincidence that you two are brought together. Because even soulmates can teach each other things. And maybe it's a case that you were brought together, you were joined with this particular person to help them elevate themselves in their spiritual growth. You think about it that way. Imagine you're on the other side and you don't really know how this all works and how does this person just seem to know things? How do they do that? It would be really frustrating and you would feel like you're at a dead end with things. Whereas then you've got, and they're like, but how do you not know? Don't you just know? This is very obvious. And you're like, oh, but I don't get it. It's like that maths problem. There's always one maths problem that you can never get. And other people are like, you X, Y, Z, throw it over, just carry it, blah, 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 swing it around. And there's your answer. Do you get it? And you're going, I don't actually. This is kind of the way they're feeling. So maybe it's you coming to teach them something. And this may take some time. This may very well take some time. Let's have a look. Oh my God, yeah. Queen of Pentacles energy. She knows all about time. She knows all about investment. And that's what she does. She invests. She didn't get this pentacle just by chance. She sowed the seeds, she took care of it, and then she reaped the rewards. But she understands that this takes time and that a strong foundation is worth taking time. So if it's the case that you need to repair your foundation with your partner, then please take on this Queen of Pentacles energy and give it time and give it a bit more understanding. I want you to put yourself in their shoes and go, what if I didn't know this? How would I be? It would be tough, right? Now your last card is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So some of you may be seeking a little bit of counsel from your friends. There's nothing wrong with that. And maybe as well, it'll be good for you to kind of get out of this environment and get out of your head a bit more as well, Aquarius. This is the thing that you're always in your head, and just surround yourself with fun people, fun-loving people that really care about you, and maybe actually be able to give you some advice, and maybe even some spiritual advice. Let's see. Four of Wands. This is so funny because singles just got this in the exact same place. And did you not see me shuffle those cards? Yes, you did. So maybe some of them are people who have had long-term relationships, even marriages, and they can actually offer some very sound advice to you, and that's what may be able to contribute then to your Four of Wands here, which is having a lovely, happy home, a good supportive family network, but it's for the two of you. And so it's nice that even though we went quite singular here for a bit, we started with two, but we still end with two people as well. So seek their counsel. I think you'll be able to decipher what you need to hear as opposed to what people just want to tell you. Yeah. This is all good. You just need to, I think it's about, I know you're listening to them, but I think it's about hearing them. Hearing what they're saying. I hear you. I think that's something they may need to hear from you. Interesting. Not terrible. Just a bit of phase you're going through, I think, for some of you. All right, Aquarius, this has been your life reading for January 2018. I hope you like it. If you dig what I do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. If you would like some more spiritual guidance, and you can email me. My email is at the end of this video and below this video, and I can email you my services and my prices as well. What else do you need to know? I always get to this point now where I'm like, what else do they need to know? You just need to know that you're lovely, that you're lovable, and that goes across all Aquarians. Doesn't matter who you are, you're very lovable, and you're loved here. Remember, this is a tuha, this is a tribe, and we take care of each other here. So my darlings, I will see you in fabulous February. Take care of yourselves and have a great January. Take care. Bye bye.